Hi guys, welcome back to First Edo. I know guys, it has been a long time. It's a long time because I also have other channels like First Kids, First Gaming. So I had to edit them, yeah. So today we're going to be doing science, which is biology, and I don't think we have done science. So we normally always do maths, but today we are going to be doing biology. So let's get started. Yeah. So the title for this is the cells, and this is biology for kids. Any age can do this. So the cells is basically like the basic unit of life. Like without cell, I don't think people can really live. So there are three major things that human needs to live: water, food, and cells, I think. So some organisms are made up of single cells like bacteria, while other are made up of trillions of cells. So in human body, there's not only one type of cell. There are many much other cells that human has. So human has have been made up of cells too. That's what I said. Different type of cells. There are lots of different type of cells. Each type of cells is different and perform different functions. So, for example, the cells in your leg, they are different from the cells in your spinal cords. So, each type of cell is different and perform different type of function, as it said here. In the human body, we have nerve cells, well, which we can which be which can be as long as from our feet to our spinal cord. Nerve cells help to transport messages from our body. So you can see there, if someone asks you what is nerve cell, you just say this: nerve cells help to transfer messages to our body, and is as long as from our feet to our spinal cords. We also have billions of tiny little brain cells, billions of them, and they are very different, billions, which helps us to think, and muscle cells helps us to move around. Yeah, that's so obvious because it's muscle, it helps us to move around. Yeah, earlier they said muscle cells are different from each other. For example, the brain cells and muscle cells, they are different. There are many more cells in our body that helps us to function and stay alive. Many more. Although there are lots of different kind of cells, they are often divided into two categories: prokaryotic, prokaryotic, pro, prokaryotic. I think we have to do English. Prokaryotic, and eukaryotic, 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 prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells is a simple, small cells in with no nucleus. It's like a cell that has no nucleus. Organisms made from prokaryotic cells are very small, such as bacteria. There are three main regions of prokaryotic cells. So let's see the next slide. And yeah, so number one, the outside protection or envelope of the cell. This is made up of cell wall, membrane, and capsule. Two, the flagella, which are a whip-like an appendage. So I think we have to learn some of what this word, because yeah, it's not all of them that we know, that can help the cell to move. Note, not all prokaryotic cells have flagella. Not all of them has that. So it's not, if someone asks you something like that, you just tell them that there. Then the person says, "Oh, you're very clever." the inside of the inside of the cell, called the cataplasmic region. This region includes the nucleus, cytoplasm, and ribosomes. ribosomes. Eukaryotic cells. This is the definition, because earlier we said prokaryotic doesn't have any nucleus in it. So let's see. Yeah, it says it's a simple is cell is a simple small cell with no nucleus. Yeah, yeah. It's a small cell like bacteria. So here's let's read what eukaryotic means. Eukaryotic cells. These cells are typically a lot bigger and more complex than prokaryotic. This one is like opposite. Prokaryotic is smaller. This one is bigger. So that's what you should know. You should know the opposite. Eukaryotic is bigger. Prokaryotic is smaller. A lot bigger and more complex than prokaryotic cells. They have they have a divided cells nucleus which house which houses the cells NDA. I think NDA, if you guys know the meaning, please write down in the comments because I'm not sure. I'm going to learn more about it. I think NDA is like, for example, I just want to say an example. Like for example, the dad is the it has the same NDA as the child. If the dad doesn't have the same NDA, that means the dad not the is not the child's that's not the child's father. So as we're saying, these are the types of cells we find in plants and animals. Yeah. So the title for this one is parts of cells. There are lots of parts and functions to the cells. Here are some main components many cells have. Membrane. Number one, membrane. So if you have a note, just use it and write it down. Membrane. This is the outer boundary of the cell, sort of like the skin. It allows some substances and keeps our others out. So number one, membrane. Number two, mitochondria. Mitochondria. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sad. Mitochondria. This is where the cells get its energy. In the human body, food we have digested reacts with oxygen in the mitochondria to make energy for the cell. Third one, ribosomes. I said that earlier. It was in, I think, prokaryotic something. So ribosomes are like tiny factories that makes different things the cells needs to function, like proteins. That's number one, two, three. So we are number four. And we said this earlier, nucleus, that prokaryotic doesn't have nucleus. So the nucleus is the brain of the cell. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that's the meaning. Is the brains of the cell. So cells as brains. It uses chromosomes to instruct the rest of the cell what to do next. Nice. That's so straightforward and easy. Nucleus is like the brain of the cell and it instructs others to do what to do next. That's so easy. So cataplasms. This is the soft that fills up the rest of the cells. Easy. You can just say that. Boom. Easy. If someone just asks what's cataplasms, just say is the stuff that fills up the rest of the cells. Easy. As fills up the rest of the cells. The other components of the cells float around the platysmos. It's mostly water. So the next one, um, lysosome is like it's also similar to ribosome, but this one is lysosomes. These guys, these guys like just these cells. You can say these cells, or it's just like to make it fun. I just said these guys. These guys cleaned up the place, getting rid of waste rather. These guys cleans up the place, getting rid of waste and other unwanted substances that may get into the cell. The machine inside the cell, like nucleus, ribosome, and like lysosomes, are called organelles. Nucleus, which is the brain of the cell, ribosome, they are tiny factories that are different, like they are like protein. Lysosome, they are the people or the cells that get rid of waste that may get into the cells. So they are called organelles or whatever. Fun fact for today. Hopefully, guys, I excited for this. So, fun fact: they they were discovered by the scientists. Cells, they were like the main cells. Cells were discovered by the scientist Robert Hooke. Yay, Robert Hooke. So yeah, if you guys don't know who that is, just search for him. You see this picture and you get more information about him. One of the largest known cells is the ostrich egg, which can weigh over 3 pounds. Oh my god, that's so heavy. Oh my gosh. When many cells of the same kind are together in a group, it's called tissue. Oh, when many cells of the same kind are in a group, it's called tissue. Not that they were asking any exam or something. The word cells comes from a Latin word circular. Oh, nice. I didn't know this. I researched and I pasted it on this. Which I'm just saying it now. Which means small compartment, because cells are so tiny that no one can see it. They're like bacteria and those diseases, so tiny. That's why it's called, it means small compartment. Human actually carry more bacteria than human cells. Yuck. You. Oh my god, human actually carry more bacteria. Yeah, that's disgusting. Anyways, so guys, thank you for watching. And before we end the video, activities. So these are the activity: cell biology crossword puzzle. So you can search for that, and cell biology crossword. You search for exactly what it means here, exactly what I wrote there, and you do some quizzes, fun quizzes. And then that one, cell biology word search. And the last one, take 10 questions. You can just ask yourself questions and do that. Oh dear. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day. And don't forget to do this activity. That's your day now task. Thanks for watching and bye.